Guys, I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. There was some discoloration on the bicep, but so far the tendon looks intact. The question now is how it will affect certain players' work.
And so it's Indiana finishing the quarter with... You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Domantas Sabonis has been sensational. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Brissett's checked in for Turner. Craig comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Holiday's checked in for Warren. And MP is subbed in for LeVert. And that one falls for Brogdon. Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. He drops it from range. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Here's Noel. Outside Russell. Down low. Here's Reid. Outside for Russell. Stolen by MP. Pass to Jackson. Back to MP. Shot left block. Again, MP missing. Minnesota has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Left side, Russell from behind the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pacers.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Outside Holiday. Here's MP. Oh, and Reid with a block. To the paint. Here's Okogie. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're up by 14. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
You could tell all that losing was starting to get to him, and they looked at him to help him get back on the right path. That's exactly what he was able to do here tonight. Inside, here's Reid. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. But let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
MP outside. Launches it. And that bucket's good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz.
Hey, Candace.
Hey, good to see you, MP. So thanks for reaching out to me, and I'm honored that you've chosen me to talk about this.
Oh, look, I respect how you approach things, and you were the person to tell this story.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, so let's get into this. So there's this rumored list about your preferred trade destinations that's circulating on social media. Is that a legitimate list?
Yeah, it's true. Hey, I told my agent where I wanted to go, and to get me there as soon as possible. Look, I need to be somewhere where I'm appreciated for who I am and not for who someone else wants me to be. It's just that simple.
Okay, well, any concern that going public with your trade demands might alienate the fans?
Not really. Look, my real fans, the ones that's been with me since day one, they ain't going nowhere. Now, some of these bandwagon cats who wasn't looking at me anyway, I don't worry about them.
Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Anything else you want to share with me today?
I think that's good for today, don't you?
I think so. I got plenty. Thanks so much, MP.
Hey, look, I'll see you soon, Candace.
All right.
Yeah. Make you a man and make you 100.
Season 5's draft is on February 26th, which means it's the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League.
We're going to have a lot of fun of that night celebrating our 5th season. We'll talk about
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The tallest building in the state of Indiana.
Thank you, Kevin.
And those kind of words, D.A., right, from a guy that leads like he does. Terrific story. Thank you, David. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair.
Now,
Frank, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play the game. Yes, he's got absolutely God-given talent, but he also has an incredible understanding and feel for the game, and he plays it the right way.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
MP, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Got that one up quick. Herter's got his second bucket tonight.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Marte passes to McConnell. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Martinez outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line.
For Indiana, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He's off on the second. And he nails the third. The Hawks leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Driving to the basket.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
Here's Martinez. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And so it's Atlanta with it. Gallinari surveying the D. Here's Okongwu. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections.
It's all about just reading.
Some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren comes in for Brissett, and it's Martinez in for Justin Holiday. McConnell passes to Martinez. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
On the court right now for the Hawks. And the wings, Herder and Hunter. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Wright in at the point. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be great for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And Wright kicks to Hunter. The Pacers pull it in. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Wright outside. Passes it to Okongwu. Here's Herder. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn up.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
Martinez against Wright. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pass to Capella. Back to Wright. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Oh, do we have big news today in our basketball world is that our old friend MP officially wants out. We knew this thanks to an embarrassing interview he gave to Candace Green of the Pin Down. Not only did he confirm that he wants a trade, making this way too public, but he talked about where he wants to get traded. This kid is an embarrassment to the game. What have you done to demand a trade this early in your career, MP, and then make it all public like this? You're making it impossible for your GM, who overruled his coach to draft you, by the way, to get a good return for you. It's an embarrassment, plain and simple. But what do you expect from this so-called YouTube star? Not about the game, all about the fame. Carry on.
Yeah, whoa. Make you a million and make you 100 more. Boy, real, boy. Staring at fake.
That'll look good for sure.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. For the first time ever, if you don't get drafted and you still believe you're one of the best players in the world, you can play in our qualifier events, which, by the way, lead to the chance to play against 2K League pros and win a portion of the biggest prize pool in the history of the NBA 2K League.
I'm going to call out everybody watching the show right now. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you. If you think you're the best at 3v3, you can now go and prove it against pro players.
To me, this is an area where I think esports has gotten it right in other games, and we're bringing it now into the 2K League, which is this idea of having a more open system where anybody who's great at the game and has the game can try to compete against the best players in the world. It's going to do one of two things, right? It's going to allow them to prove they are one of the best players in the world, and the league's just sleeping on them and not noticing. Or the flip side is they're going to quickly realize how good 2K League players really are. It's going to be fun to see it come to fruition.
Brendan, thank you so much for your time today, joining us on 2K TV. I know I'm excited for the draft, and we'll be touching base with you soon.
Chris, I'm sure we'll see you on draft, and I can't wait.
Welcome from Indianapolis, Indiana. A perfect night in downtown Naptown. They love their basketball in the Hoosier State. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Two NBA greats, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our analysts tonight, with our reporter, Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA. Well, the NBA's play-in tournament is exciting. It's a way to keep teams in the mix, but it's had its share of critics. Luka Doncic said, quote, "I don't understand it. You play all season to get into the playoffs. Then maybe you lose 2 in a row and you're out? I don't see the point." Guys?
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Heat. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Victor Oladipo is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for Indiana, Brogdon and LeVert make up the backcourt. Warren and Sabonis, the duo at forward. And it's Batadze in at the center position. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
Oladipo against LeVert. Outside Brogdon. Five on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Brogdon. And so here is Miami. Lowry outside. We'll make substitutions.
Shooting for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon. Shooting 1.
"19 seconds left to play in the first. McConnell outside from deep. MP. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And so it's the Miami Heat with... And after not always meshing with his previous teams, Chip...
I'm so fortunate to be able to...
Well, I tell you, Grant, Butler's so driven.
I mean, uncompromising. He found a team that trusted him enough to make him the foundation.
Jimmy Butler.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They're doing a great job defensively down low, They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Martin in at the 3, small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Now here's Sabonis. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Sabonis slams it in.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Hero. The Pacers making their last shot. 5 to shoot. And he makes it.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Hero produces across the board. Some guys have potential, others just get it done.
And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
Got it. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And the Pacers call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Heat. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Bitadze. Brissett comes in for Sabonis. Martin, he's checked in for Warren. And MP is subbed in for LeVert. Dedmon's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Oladipo. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
Jackson out there with O'Shea Brissett. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's MP. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Heat.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Hero outside. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Butler. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Heat lead by 18.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Oh, another miss by MP. Lowry outside. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForge.
I'm thinking Vietnamese tonight.
By me.
Yeah.
Hey, good game, man.
So when you trying to
See, that's what I'm talking about. What was that?
He'll get over it.
Look, Rick, this supposed to be business. That look personal.
Well, you know it's both. Well, you telling me you wouldn't be mad if he asked for a trade?
All I'm saying is that's his life. He can do whatever he want to do with his life. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
It's also his team, MP. So, yeah, you wanting out, he going to take it personally.
Y'all making this harder than this got to be.
What, you thought it was just going to be rainbows and sunshine?
Is that necessary?
You
Whatever you about to say is
unnecessary, Rick. Look, you got to snap out of this, all right? This is only going to get more intense from here, and I don't need you doing nothing stupid.
Doing something stupid? Doing something stupid how, bro?
You already stressing out because your teammate's mad at you because you asked for a trade. If this is really what you worried about, you really going to have a harsh reality.
I get it, fam. It's all just moving faster than what I expected. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, let's hear it now, man, so put your big boy pants on.
Like those JNCOs you got in the 8th grade.
That was a phase, and I was finding myself.
In a giant pair of parachute pants.
You know what? You said you weren't going to bring it up again. I'm done with you.
Hey, that was the last time, I swear. Ooh, you look like a clown, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? Stay focused on your workout. See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. You got it. Come on, man. Keep it going. One more. Let's go. Now we're rolling. Just like that. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, hit me up.
Come on in. Time to get to work. We're going to focus on shooting today. Let's get a lot of repetitions. All right. Let's get set up and start practice. Fuck, baby. Hey, right here. Hey, shot. Yeah, baby. Perfect, baby. Hey, right here. Someone help out!
See you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.